reaching some type of consensus before moving with the project is very important.
Up first tonight, NBC29 puts the Western Bypass in the spotlight. We take a hard look at the millions of dollars spent on the idea, and we ask if the controversial project is really off the table. The state Secretary of Transportation says he's in no rush to sell off land bought by the Virginia Department of Transportation to make way for the Western Bypass.
And just yesterday, the Commonwealth Transportation Board rescinded prior approvals for that project, but that does not change the hefty bill that's been racked up for taxpayers. The total price tag at this point in time for that project stands at more than $54 million. This stop work order from the Virginia Department of Transportation officially put construction of the Western Bypass on hold. But talk to State Transportation Secretary Aubrey Lane about the project. He seems to leave the door open on the controversial plan by not selling off the millions of dollars in right-of-way real estate in the road's path.
I'm in no particular hurry, at least until we get these other projects going, to see where they lead us.
The idea of a Western Bypass around Charlottesville dates back to the 1970s. The project formally kicked off in 1987 with location and environmental studies, but quickly faced opposition.
I was on the Commonwealth Transportation Board back in the early 90s when the bypass was first proposed, and I voted against it then because it seemed to be overly expensive and not really a bypass.
In 1997, the Metropolitan Planning Organization blocked construction funding. That decision was reversed in 2011, and a construction contract was issued a year later.
Our kind of new alignment planning projects will take a significant amount of time, although this is probably a little bit longer than usual.
Over 3 decades, VDOT says bypass work totaled more than $54.3 million. Doing the math, taxpayers have shelled out about $876,000 per mile for an unbuilt 6.2-mile-long road. An expensive lesson in consensus, says Secretary Lane.
I think that's a lesson from all over the state.
A majority of the money spent happened prior to 2003. VDOT says that tab is about $47 million. Since 2011, $7 million has gone into the project, including $2.8 million to the design builder Skanska Branch, a joint venture.
That can't be taken back, correct?
Correct. That's for work that they've completed.
Skanska won the work contract with a bid of $135.9 million. Headquartered in New York, Skanska is one of the largest construction companies. VDOT still has to officially cut ties with Skanska. What's known is what, if anything, the company can or will do as a result.
I don't think there's any guarantee for anything over and beyond that, but again, that'll be for to determine as we move forward.
What is moving forward right now are a number of smaller projects to alleviate traffic along Route 29. But even still, Secretary Lane thinks more will need to be done to solve the problem.
That is the beginning. I don't think there's a silver bullet.
We did reach out to Skanska's Media Relations Department to see if the company is contemplating any legal actions against VDOT. At this point, we've not heard back from anyone.